o ia, e ano I ne, e ali a ne, o o taiti mai.
I hear the splish of rain as it sweeps down the valley. Show me how to do the hula like they do in Honolulu. And when she danced, she used her hands and to Mahonika and Rohiki.
I'd really like to have a conversation today more than just me talking. So please interrupt me at any time with any questions or anything that you have that you'd like to talk about along the way. And then if you were to set up a blog for it, to actually start promoting it, it's pretty much like an online magazine to a degree, except that people can respond back. And it makes it easier for people to follow all the news as they go.
Because they're using these clients. RSS stands for really simple syndication. There's no way I can remember all the 110 favorite websites that I have, but if they just come to me. Judy?
Don't you get overwhelmed with that much incoming stuff?
Well, yeah, actually, if you're reading over 1,000 posts a week, it can be pretty overwhelming. But that's
is making a daily video show. What Shane does, I mean, Shane is a remarkable, meticulous person. He has templates in iMovie and you know, everything's set up just so, and Apple scripts that do this, and this whole thing.
Yeah. Basically, we did a pick and we invited 10 of who we thought was a who's who in the blogging world. And we said, hey, you want a free trip to China? So here we are sitting down. We've got a common goal. We want people in the U.S. and we wish people in the U.S. could understand China better. That's it. So if you guys want, sitting around going, I wish people could understand Hawaii better internationally, you know, that's how our conversation came about.
I mean, as Chris has just mentioned, there's so many tools out there, like Blogger and WordPress, that you're getting $1 million worth of software for free to develop a brand around and have almost zero investment other than time. And when I say money, it's not always about buying the software, but it's buying the equipment to engage the software, or vice versa. Education and maintenance. You can't just put a brand out there and assume it's going to grow. It's like planting a seed in the ground and never watering it. You've got to continually maintain it.
So you think that you're coming here, you wonder, is this valuable? There's very few things more valuable that you can do in marketing than to engaging the mavens, as Malcolm Gladwell would call them. The other thing that I feel like really smart show creators do is they engage in the online conversation.
Finally, keep the conversation going. This is the big takeaway from this. Even if you run something in your neighborhood and you have, you run your own Twitter community and you have 30 people who pledge to do something and it's a very local campaign, you now have 30 more people who are involved with you and your brand and your cause than you had last week.
Is that if I can carry it around, then the reporters can carry it around with a little flip camera and put it on use while they're out in the field. Get a little sprint guard on it.
每天几个小时
8个小时的课，
真的 every day
1-2个小时的学习。
Yeah, so your Chinese is better than mine.
Well, I went to a language school.
Well, I wanted it to be about me, obviously, because that's what we do, personal identity. So over here, I have my list of where I am on the web. These are all my services, Twitter, YouTube.
Introduction. My show starts out just like this. It's Tuesday, October 22nd, and you're listening to the Geek News Center podcast, sponsored by GoDaddy.com. Passion. You've heard that probably a dozen times already this morning, and we're only in session 3. You have to have passion about your topic. I love tech. I love talking about technology. It's a lot of fun.
Want to do the comment part of it, is better to do if you really want to state your case first about something. Because when you really think about it, that's what a blog post is. Yeah? A blog post is you're stating your case about something. And now you want discussion on that. And that's when you enable comments.
And we started, building that page out. I mean, the good thing about Facebook is I can bring in my Twitter page, like it'll import feeds in from there. It'll also import my blog posts. So, this thing called the Facebook brand page. So I can have one Facebook page that now has a collection of all of this data that I'm producing. So they can just go to that page and learn everything they need to know about it, which is kind of nice.
I've tried to integrate technology into my classrooms pretty much from the beginning of my career. I used to hand code a website just to post assignments for my students. That was a very unidirectional thing. I would post assignments, my students would get them, and that would be it. I've also, so in the course of my 13-year career so far, I've used PHP, which is discussion forum software. I've used WordPress a lot because it's just so easy to use and it's so flexible. And so I'm sure you've already heard about it today several times. WordPress, it just makes so much of this ridiculously easy.
True. It is so easy to use. They have different plugins. People are creating free themes so that you can customize it. You no longer have to mess with the code or even understand code, but I will use WordPress. Christine Liu. And last one.
Stuff before. Not that they're banking sites. Anyway, that's just secure. They're doing well. And that's
I want a WordPress shirt.
That's always good.
You want a WordCamp shirt?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember that. I got the extra large. Oh, and then the other skinny guy got the extra large.
All right, this is the Vidler.com podcast punch. It's made with Sky-infused passion fruit vodka. It's a brand new thing from Sky. It also has a dash of peach schnapps, Cruzan estate-flavored mango rum, fruit juices, and then it's shaken up for a nice balance, poured into the glass. And only available here and only for a limited time at Tiki's Grill and Bar.
The PodCamp punch.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Drink the punch.